What's the deal, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As you guys can already read, you guys know what's going down. We picked up the project car. Here it is. That's it right there. So we picked her up for $1,000. Customer, or not customer, but seller stated that there was overheating issues, but she told me that the temperature gauge was broken and the temperature gauge didn't work because it was shooting to the hot side. But if you ask me, that seems like it's working and it's telling you that your vehicle's hot. So I was gonna burp it. I filled it up with coolant. It was low. Turns out I found there was a small pinhole leak that was shooting the coolant out. Working on that right now, replacing the bulk holes. It was somewhere along this line, very old holes. I mean, I might have to replace more lines, but first I'm gonna go ahead and repair this line, then give it a proper bleeding. So stay tuned and let's see if we can make this $1,000 car worth more. Alright, so this is the 528i. Had to take out the boot mass airflow sensor. It was having a misfire as well, but I kind of feel like this has something to do with it. Huge vacuum leak. I'm gonna replace this. I actually found this on Amazon for about $19. I'll post the link in the description where you can find this, but this is gonna be ordered soon. But before I start throwing parts into it, I want to make sure the head gasket's not blown or anything. I know I can just pressurize it and probably do certain other tests, but I don't have those tools with me right now, and I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way, to where we just wait to see what happens. So let's go ahead and let's get down to this. This is actually where the line came off of. It was squirting all inside. As you can see, it's all wet. It goes up here, connects down to there. It's about 106 degrees outside, so let me go ahead and do this really quick. Alright, so we just got done putting the hose, everything back together. I went ahead and bled it. I bled it with this kit. I highly recommend this kit right here. I bleed all my vehicles with it and never does me wrong. But I know you guys can hear all that hissing and everything. That's because there's massive vacuum leaks. But vacuum leaks is not what I'm looking for right now. I'm mainly concerned on the overheating. Only reason it's crazy because it looks like the thermostat housing has been replaced, as well as the water pump. I don't know if you can see that right there. There's a little nice shiny aluminum part right there that, let me see if I can see it on this one. No, you can't really see it, but I mean, it looks like it's been worked on before. So that's where we're kind of praying that it's just that. The check engine light is on, of course, because of the vacuum leaks, and obviously you can tell there's a misfire. I want to say the misfire is because of the vacuum leaks, but they could have bad plugs as well. So we won't know until we figure out this overheating situation first, because I really want to make sure I'm not putting any money into it if it ends up being a bad head gasket. So let's see and cross our fingers. Right now it's been idling and on. Well, it's been on and bleeding for about 30 minutes. I'm not even kidding you. I go to the extreme to bleed these vehicles because there's so many air pockets and places where air can get stuck. So I always want to make sure, whether if it's my vehicle or a customer's vehicle. But they did give me a list full of stuff done. Like you can see the engine coolant exchange, coolant flush. Like there was obviously overheating issues before. So I haven't even looked through this. I see coolant system flush, coolant service kit, remove and replace radiator holes. So they've definitely knew there was an overheating issue, but look at that right there. Remove and replace thermostat housing, $209. I bought the car for $1,000. That's already a fraction of what I paid for it. So far it's actually holding to the dead middle, and I pray that it keeps it this way, because that'll be great. I can get straight into the vacuum leaks, spark plugs and misfires, all of that, coils if needed, and obviously detailing the vehicle because this thing is dirty. But overall, I mean, it's came with a couple neat things. Let me show you. Got the rug mats. Interior's decent. I mean, I know I can make it pop a lot more. Rims came with the BBS original rims. See, now that's what I'm scared of. That right there kind of tells me blown head gasket. All that smoke, all that. I mean, I hope it clears up. It's still not overheating. So let's just cross our fingers this somehow goes away. Came with toolbox, came with a series 5 series service book, a couple trims. This is it right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let it run for a little bit longer before I put it on the road, and just kind of, like I said, cross my fingers that this goes away. But this is scary. This is very, very scary. Alright, well, let's just let it do its thing. Alright, so it started warming up. But now I know for a damn sure it's the head gasket. Man, I don't know what to do at this point, guys. I'm not sure if I want to take on the head gasket job or what I really want to do. Guess we'll figure it out. Stay tuned. Let's see what we're gonna end up doing about this. Alright guys, so it has now been like day 2 with me thinking on what I'm gonna do with this BMW. My first option was, say hi. My first option was, hi, crazy baby. But yeah, my first option was to do the head gasket, but that's a lot of work. I think it's going to be a lot quicker if I can find a used engine and just pull the old one out and put another one in. But yeah, so my final decision is to just buy the used engine. I actually found one from a wrecking yard that is tested and everything before. They wanted $600 for it. I originally bought the car for $1,000, so $1,600 wouldn't be too bad. I was able to lower them down to $550 and not charge me a core charge, so it ended up coming out to like $590 with taxes and everything. Just waiting for them to pull it out of the vehicle because it was still in there. They said they were going to email me once it's ready for pickup, so I'm a little excited to be doing this. Not really in this heat because it's been 116, 117 outside in Las Vegas, and I don't have a garage or shop right now. I'm working with what I got. With that being said, I'm excited to do a lot of part shopping because, as you guys know, these E39s are very, very famous for their maintenance work needed, such as their heater passage pipe that goes underneath the manifold. I actually ordered a head gasket set that came with a lot of gaskets that I was going to need and wanted to replace while I have the engine out, like intake manifold gaskets, exhaust manifold gaskets, valve cover gaskets, a bunch of little different gaskets It ended up being cheaper just to buy the head gasket kit itself and saved me a lot of time because those parts are going to come together. I also bought the secondary air pump hoses because they were very cracked and brittle, as well as the intake boot. I'm sure I'm still going to be ordering a lot more parts, so when this vehicle is done, it's going to be pretty much restored for the most part, as far as gaskets, hoses, vacuum lines, a bunch of things that are notorious to go out on those E39s. So yeah, I thought I'd just update you guys on what's going to happen and what's going on with this E39 build. I'm excited because I know this thing's going to run phenomenal after. It's going to be a great car, and if I decide to keep it or sell it, either way, I'm going to be happy or the customer's going to be happy. But thank you guys for watching. Wish me luck on this journey. As we all know, this can be a difficult, but not too difficult. Just a lot of time consuming. And still got to buy a lot of things like oil, filter. Hopefully the mortar mounts aren't bad, but if they are, I'm probably going to end up replacing those as well. I kind of want to knock everything out since I'm in there and I don't have to worry about it once it's running. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm excited for this. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for the future videos coming up on this E39 build. Alright? Thank you guys for watching to the end. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.